accredited world-class education, tuition-free, and from home. Don't wait. Enroll today at chooseprimavera.com. That's chooseprimavera.com.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix. It's the lunch break.
That's right. It is the Wednesday edition of the lunch break right here. KDUS AM 1060 streaming on the free KDUS AM 1060 app. And you can watch the show over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. Chris Schubert, producer Evan with you. A baseball-heavy show today as the first regular season game gets underway tonight on Netflix. We got Yankees-Giants. The Diamondbacks get underway tomorrow. So we're going to get all of our predictions in today on the show. Our awards predictions, who we have winning it all. We're going to have our Diamondbacks-related predictions as well here today on the show. So we're going to have all of these written down, ready to go to keep track over the course of the season to see how great, or probably in the case of producer Evan, how poorly the predictions go. So we'll keep track of those today here on the program.
Just an underrated shot over there?
Just a nice little uppercut to start the program here today for me.
Wow.
Yes, it's exactly how I wanted to start the program. But before we get to the baseball, there's a lot of it. We'll start with last night. The Phoenix Suns, shorthanded, still waiting to get all their reinforcements back. They welcome in the Denver Nuggets, and I think it went better than we expected it.
Time for our top story of the day. It's the Daily Special.
I don't know. When you saw that there was no Ryan Dunn, when you knew they weren't going to have Dillon Brooks and Mark Williams, did you expect the Suns to win that game last night? Because I certainly didn't. Not having those three guys that I just mentioned on the defensive end felt like a nightmare. Felt like you were watching a nightmare. How were they going to slow down one of the best offenses, if not the best offense in the sport of basketball? A team that's dropped 130 on you each of the previous two times they've played you. So even when you've been more healthy than you were last night, you have not had an answer for the Denver Nuggets. And you specifically didn't have an answer for Nikola Jokic. Another triple-double for him last night. And you saw how the game started for the Suns. They were playing fast. They were going up and down the floor. They were playing with a sense of urgency. And I almost texted producer Evan this while I was watching the first quarter of the game. I didn't, but I thought about texting him. That almost it was the inverse of what you've come to expect from this team. You expect the high energy, the high effort level, the grittiness, being locked in, focused on the defensive end. Kind of felt like they were doing that on the offensive end because they knew, listen, we don't have our guys. We have to try to figure out how we're going to stop Jokic, and so we're just going to have to try to score with them. Now, I don't think that's the Suns' game. It was early on. They actually won the first quarter. They scored 35, and you're watching the game, and at least my first thought was, I don't think they can keep this up for 4 quarters. And they couldn't keep it up for 4 quarters. That second quarter was the quarter where the game was lost. They got outscored, 39-22 in that second quarter. Their defense to start that quarter was very bad. Their transition defense was very bad. They were giving up a ton of second chance opportunities to Denver. There was a one point in the game where the second chance points was like 13-0 in favor of Denver. Like Phoenix wasn't getting second chances and or doing anything with them, where Denver was just at will getting second, third opportunities because, let's face it, you didn't have an answer for Jokic. And I know we said this yesterday because I talked about a report that came out that the Nuggets haven't particularly been thrilled with the way Jokic has been defended as of late. There was a moment early in the game where I really missed Dillon Brooks. And I don't know if anybody listening to the sound of my voice thought the same thing last night. But when Jokic picked up that early technical foul, when he was talking back to the official early in the game. I mean, the game hadn't even settled in yet. He picked up an early technical because he was annoyed about something. He mouthed off to the official, and they teed him up. In that moment, I was like, boy, I wish they had Dillon Brooks on the court right now. Boy, do I wish they had somebody that could just try to keep opening that wound a little bit. Just make it a little more, because Jokic was complaining all night long, and you just didn't have that person that could get under his skin. Because without Dillon Brooks, without Mark Williams, without Ryan Dunn, there was not a clear defensive matchup that you could go to try to slow down Jokic, because you don't stop Jokic. You just try to slow him down. And the Suns didn't even have an answer to slow him down last night because, let's face it, who could you have put on him? Malawach for the length? That feels like an unfair matchup for a rookie to get picked apart, and for us to spend some time today talking about how exposed Malawach looked against Jokic. I thought Malawach actually played pretty well last night.
I was going to say, I actually thought he played pretty well.
But it was in short spurts. It wasn't,
hey, you can't leave him out there for 15 minutes guarding Jokic. He'll get exposed.
Right, you're going to guard Jokic the whole game. That's your matchup, right? That's a disaster. You look at some other defenders that maybe you could have given that task to. Rasheer Fleming, because he's got the length. But again, another young player. Do you really want to do that to Fleming? And so you then kind of decided on this combo of Oso and Royce O'Neal. And I thought Royce, tried his best.
He battled.
Battled is a great word. They just didn't have an answer last night.
No.
And that's where you miss Mark Williams, the size and the physicality. It's where you miss Dillon Brooks, the pest that probably just annoys Jokic and maybe tries to throw him off his game. They just didn't have any of those elements last night. And it led to just not having an answer for Jokic, and that was the difference. Because down the stretch, they got the ball into Jokic's hand, and whether he was scoring the basketball or he was finding the open guy, Denver was making shots. And then the other interesting thing from the game was what Denver did in the final couple of minutes. With a small lead, trying to hold on to that small lead, they started just fouling Oso once they got into the bonus and sent him to the free throw line, where he's a 46% free throw shooter, and basically gambling and saying, hey, Jordan, not take him out of the game. Put Malawach in the game at the center spot. Make a change to your lineup. We don't think you will. We know that you think this is your best option, and so we're going to take advantage of it. Now, credit where credit is due. Oso knocked down a couple of really important free throws, and they stopped doing it once the game got close, and he showed an ability to knock down some free throws in a key spot, and so they went away from it. But this is going to happen when you have a guy on the floor who's a less than 50% free throw shooter for the season. Teams are going to play that game of, we're not even going to let you get into your offense. You're going to keep a guy who can't make half his free throws. We're going to send him to the line. You're going to, at best, get one of two, and that's going to be a win for us possession-wise. We're not even going to let you get Devin Booker open for a three. We're not going to let you get the ball into Jalen Green's hands. We're not going to let you do that. We're not even going to let you try to chip your way back into this game. And if you're going to do it, it's because Oso knocked down a bunch of free throws. Now, last night he did, but don't be surprised if that continues to happen when he is on the floor late in these games with, 4 or 5 minutes to go. Team has a small lead. I think it was like 7 or 8 points at the time. And they don't want to give the Suns any ability to build momentum, to get Devin Booker into the game, to get Jalen Green into the game. That's what they're going to do. Suns allowed 58 points in the paint last night. I already mentioned that the second chance points were lopsided as well. They just didn't have an answer for Jokic. Defensively, they were so shorthanded last night. You knew it was going to be an uphill battle. And when you saw how the Suns decided to play the first quarter, and let's be honest, I didn't really... It's funny when you go back and look at the box score after you've watched a game? Because sometimes when you're watching the game, you don't actually see the way these storylines develop. The Suns, +7 in the first quarter, +8 in the third quarter. They tied the Nuggets in the fourth quarter. The difference was how poorly they played defensively in that second quarter. That was the difference of the game. Just free outlet passes from Jokic. I mean, he basically, what did he have? Did he have a double-double at halftime? Or a triple-double at halftime? I mean, he was...
The stat line that they flashed in the fourth quarter was 20, 17, and 17.
He finished with 23, 17, and 17.
That's absurd.
14 defensive rebounds.
That's an absurd stat line.
And not only that, but you had, and I believe it was Tracy McGrady who mentioned this during the halftime show on Peacock. You have to pick if you're the Suns. You have to pick. Are we going to let Jokic beat us tonight, or are we going to let everybody else beat us tonight? Suns aren't good enough. They're not healthy enough to do both. No team is probably healthy or good enough to do both. You have to pick. Do you want to take Jokic out of the game and say, hey, If Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, and Christian Bond beat us, great. Okay, tip of the cap. Or are we going to make sure Jokic doesn't beat, or that Jokic can beat us? We're not going to let any of those other guys do it. Those are the choices you were presented with. Either Jokic beats you or you let everybody else beat you. The Suns kind of let both happen because all 5 starters for the Nuggets were in double figures. Down the stretch, Jamal Murray was making big baskets when Jokic was on the bench to start the fourth quarter. Now, despite all of that, despite Devin Booker missing a great look to win the game late on the final possession, can I tell you a little secret? I actually don't hate the way they played last night.
I was just about to say that. There's a lot of negatives because they lost the game. I think there was a lot of positives with how they played last night.
I actually feel better about them after last night's game.
It's hard not to. It's hard not, given the spot they were in last night. It's hard not to feel a little bit better.
Because this is not any of those games they lost last week.
No. They did not lose control of this game in the fourth quarter. The ball didn't bounce their way a few times. One of the best players in the world beat them last night.
By the way, you wish you had your challenge in the back pocket for that.
Oh, my God.
That ball that went out of bounds.
The ball that went out of bounds, and then the reach-in foul on Devin Booker, just literally a possession later.
You just wish you had the challenge in the back pocket. It's funny that to bring that up because what game was it last week where Jordan Knott kept his challenge all the way through the end of the game, and the criticism was, why are you going home with your challenge?
Yeah.
So he uses the challenge early in the game. Now he doesn't have it. He's getting criticized for that. Got criticized last week for keeping the challenge till late in the game. So
there's no right way to do it, right? Eventually you're going to get burned.
You just don't know. You don't have a crystal ball, right? You're not a fortune teller. You can't tell that, with less than 3 minutes to go, this very important thing is going to happen, and I wish I had my challenge. You look at a moment in real time, and you decide, do I think this is a key possession that if the result gets flipped and goes our way is going to help us win the basketball game? And he looks at his sideline. He looks at the people that are looking at the tape, and he says, this is a challengeable play. You should challenge it. And so he goes with it, right? Jordan Knott's not huddling over the tablet, looking at it and going, oh, yeah, I'm gonna challenge. He just has to turn and look. And they say, yes, you should challenge. No, you shouldn't challenge.
Yeah.
And I wonder if the more we get into this challenge system, if a model starts to develop, and this is like big brain technology, AI, but I wonder if a model starts to develop of putting a win probability on when you challenge and what you challenge at different points in the game.
Has to be. I mean, the Brewers figured that out in 5 minutes in the baseball challenge.
Well, they got in trouble for what they did. And for those who don't know, the Brewers were holding up it was like a flash card. It was either green or red to tell either the batter or the pitcher, or the catcher, I should say, about challenging a call. Like, hey, we don't think this is a good time to challenge, even though you may think you're right, or no, this is going to help us. This is a key pitch and a key at bat and a key moment of the game. And they've already done the math and figured out when a good time to use the ABS is and when is not a good time to use the ABS. And so I'm sure that's going to develop in the NBA. But yeah, you just wish you had that challenge late in the game last night. But I actually feel better about the way the Suns played last night. I really do, because it's not like they had a 10-point lead with 5 minutes to go and they blew it like they did in Boston, where they couldn't score a basket. This isn't having a double-digit point lead in San Antonio and just not being able to make a shot yet again. It wasn't any of those games. This was a back-and-forth game. You constantly made runs to keep yourself in it, and you got about as good of a look as you can get in the fourth quarter as time was expiring for Devin Booker to win you the game, and it just didn't go. I mean, I'm sorry. I know there are people out there that now don't want the ball in Devin Booker's hands anymore. The ball needs to go into Devin Booker's hands in that moment, and he got a great look off. He got a great look
off, and he created that shot. Like, there wasn't a play drawn up really there, and I'm sure there was. But Devin Booker created that shot, and it didn't fall. That's the game. Do you know who's missed more game-winning shots than anybody in NBA history? Michael Jordan. Like, what are we doing?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Michael Scott.
I know it's Wayne Gretzky, but yes, also Michael Scott, yes.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, just because one didn't fall in a regular season game against the Nuggets.
You get the note passed across to you, right, on social media before the game. Hey, Suns aren't going to have Ryan Dunn tonight. In addition to not having Dillon Brooks and Mark Williams, they're going to have Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal back. But they're not going to have any of the three defensive players.
How many people in the press box last night, honestly, picked up the lineup sheet when they walked into the press conference? It's on the table right as you walk in.
And they said,
they got no shot tonight.
They got no shot.
How many people did that? 80% of that press box?
I'm one of the people who, after the first quarter, said, man, they're playing better than I expected, but I don't think they can keep this up.
Exactly.
And they did. And that is a credit to them. Now, yes, if they match up against Oklahoma City or San Antonio and they're shorthanded, I think this is what's going to happen. They don't have an answer to Wemby. They don't have an answer to SGA. They don't have an answer to Jokic. They don't have an answer to a superstar player right now when they're so shorthanded on the defensive side. But they're going to get healthy. And I know you don't want to see them lose a bunch of games going into the postseason, but not all losses are the same. This is a different type of loss than to San Antonio, than to Boston, than to even Milwaukee, for goodness sake, last weekend. I was impressed with how they were able to stay in the game. And boy, man, if they were able if Booker was able to knock down that shot and they were able to steal that game, the different tune we would be taking today. I mean, it may be the win of the season to beat that team shorthanded. Remember, they're playing for everything right now.
It would be the win of the season.
It would have been a really impressive win last night. They fell short. They fell short because they didn't have an answer for Jokic. They fell short because they were shorthanded. And they fell short because Devin Booker couldn't knock down a shot to end the game. That's what it boiled down to. And that second quarter, their defense in the second quarter was really bad. Their transition defense in particular. They were just giving up free looks at the other end. They just didn't have an answer for it. 480-864-1060, the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also chat away with us over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube channel. Eric says Malawach was playing great, didn't sniff the fourth quarter. Hack and Oso was killing us. Yeah, I mean, the hacking of Oso Ighodaro and sending him to the line was, it was kind of a eyes wide open moment of, this is what teams are going to do in the postseason. And so you have to have some type of answer. Now, I think Mark Williams is that answer when he's healthy. I think he'll be getting those final couple of minutes on the floor. He'll be part of the closing unit, but you didn't have him. And I don't know, maybe this is me trying to protect Kaman Malawach a little bit. I just think it's an unfair spot to put him in. And he did play well last night, but crunch time, clutch minutes against Denver. I just think you're asking way too much to have him go up against Jokic in those moments. I just think you're asking for it to be a disaster and for that to be our top story. I really do. Because I think if you put him out there and he gets torched by Jokic, you're saying, why didn't they put Oso out there? I don't think it's a situation where you could win if you're the Suns, and this is why not having Mark Williams is a problem. Because you have Oso, who's an undersized, more athletic big, and you have Malawach, who provides the length and the athleticism and the size, but he's inexperienced. You just don't have a perfect fit, and it got exposed last night by one of the three best players in the NBA. When we come back, what Arvell, Reese, and Ty Simpson make up for what I would call an awful offseason. We'll talk about it next. The lunch break, KDUS, AM 1060.
KDUS AM 1060 is your home for the Jim Rome Show.
I'm not here to bury Mike Tomlin, but the fact is, this absolutely is the right move. He did the right thing, and he fired himself. All good things come to an end. Going a decade without winning a single playoff game is not meeting the standard.
The Jim Rome Show, 1 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, here on KDUS AM 1060. Online at KDUS1060.com and on the KDUS 1060 app.
This is Michael with Restore My Civil Rights. I made a lot of poor decisions in my past that had lifelong consequences. After I was released from prison for the last time in 2014, I discovered the process to have my convictions dismissed and all of my rights restored, including my Second Amendment rights. Since achieving this for myself in 2018, our attorney has assisted over 3,000 others in doing the same. If you are still living under the consequences of past mistakes and would like to restore your rights as I have, visit RestoreMyCivilRights.com and book a free consultation today.
Chicago, Styx, the Windy Cities Tour. Finally, two iconic bands together for the first time. September 1st, Mortgage Matchup Center. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com.
Don't miss Chicago and Sticks. All the hits. Your kind of tour.
Some flavors just take you to another place. Like the Filet-O-Fish, a crispy fish fillet made with wild-caught Alaskan pollock on melty American cheese topped with tartar sauce, all on a soft, steamed bun. It's crispy, flaky perfection. And right now, I can mix and match two favorites, like a Filet-O-Fish or 10-piece chicken McNuggets for just $6. This dude is the catch of the day. So get to McDonald's fast. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Hey, it's Bodie and Victoria, owners of NewACUnit.com, where homeowners save 50% off or more on new AC units.
You're probably wondering, if I buy a new AC unit online, who's coming to install it?
Or am I about to get upsold once they show up?
Those are fair questions.
At NewACUnit.com, we only use hand-selected, top-rated installers.
And the price you see online, that's the price. No surprises.
Get your price in minutes at NewACUnit.com.
Save thousands, save time. Buy online. NewACUnit.com.
Jim Rome here with your Rome Report. So as of right now, who is your NBA MVP? Most folks and betting sites have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as the overwhelming favorite to go back-to-back. And despite a loss last night, Laker Luka Doncic has been unconscious and is a pretty solid second choice. But you know who's having none of that? Victor Wembanyama. And you know who Wemby would vote for? Wemby. He laid out his case for it last night after the Spurs' latest win, point by point. Now, normally I would say a guy lobbying for the MVP award is about the corniest thing ever, except not in this case. In fact, I love it. I don't necessarily agree, but I love that this guy's out here saying, I know I'll win them in the future, but I should win one right now, just like I know that I am the next face of the league. Now, he is right about that. And if he finishes well enough over the last 10 games, he may even rip the MVP hardware from that free throw merchant right now. Ask him. He's already done it. I'm Jim Rome. Remember, you can follow me on Instagram at Jim Rome.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Spring is here and the shopping list is long. Time to make a Lowe's run. Buy 3 bags, get 3 free of Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil. Plus, right now, members can earn 4 times the points on an eligible purchase. Start spring off strong with these deals and more. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/25 while supplies last. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change. Quick boosters subject to exclusions and more terms apply. One-time only offer.
Join in on the Sports Zoo with Dave Rooster Bierstein.
People that haven't watched college basketball would say that there was no real Cinderella team. It's Iowa. You know why? Because Iowa isn't even Iowa. They're the Drake Bulldogs, the 30-plus win team, and they were coached by Ben McCullum. And McCullum got a job this year as the Iowa head coach. And you know what Ben McCullum did? He brought over 5 guys from Drake. 4 leading scorers or top 3 scorers are from Drake. Iowa is your Cinderella story.
Live weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m.
Okay. I know the offseason has been less than ideal. But what if the Arizona Cardinals could swing Arvell, Reese, and Ty Simpson in the first round of the NFL draft? Huh? How would that change your opinion of this entire offseason? And by the way, Ty Simpson had his pro day today at Alabama. Saw some videos circulating on social media of Ty Simpson throwing against air. He threw 60 yards down the field, producer Evan. Rolled out to his left. Dropped it right in the bucket.
That's what we love to see. I mean, it was not quite reminiscent of...
Don't say it. Don't say it. Yeah, you're not allowed to mention his name around me. You were going to mention Zach Wilson's BYU throw. You just leave now. You're not going to make it to a year as a producer of this program. Okay? Don't even... the fact that I had to bring it up is bad enough.
It was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because I got you in the open, so you're returning a blow here in the second segment. But Ty Simpson had his pro day today, and Field Yates did a mock draft for ESPN through the first 2 rounds, and he had exactly that: the Cardinals landing Arvell, Reese, and Ty Simpson in the first round. And I think your feelings on whether or not that makes up for what has been a lackluster offseason thus far probably depends on your feelings about Ty Simpson as a quarterback. And boy, are we all going through a movement together about how we feel about Ty Simpson, right? I mean, everybody's weighing in on how they feel about Ty Simpson ahead of the 2026 NFL draft. It feels like that is the soup du jour right now in NFL media circles. Everybody wants to tell you what they think about Ty Simpson, how they have him ranked next to Fernando Mendoza or in front of Fernando Mendoza. Everybody wants to chime in on that. So I think your feelings on that question, which we're all kind of answering here over the last couple of days, is going to determine whether or not you're on board with this being the plan in the first round. And also, it's going to depend on if you're okay giving up what it's going to take to move up. And what I appreciate the most about mock drafts that have trades is when they don't just make a trade and they don't tell you what the compensation was. I can't do anything with that. Field Yates made a trade. He had the Cardinals trading back into the first round, but he told you what he had the Cardinals giving up. So we can actually determine if we like the value. So he has them taking Arvell, Reese at number 3 because he has the Jets taking David Bailey at number 2. And by the way, just to make it clear, Reese is the slam dunk portion of this. If Arvell, Reese is available at number 3, run the card into the podium. Don't think about it, Monty. You don't need to deliberate. Just send the card in, Arvell, Reese, no matter what. Ohio State, just send them in. Send the card. He has them trading down with the Buffalo Bills. Trading up with the Buffalo Bills. And he has the Bills moving from 26 to 34. So the Cardinals are coming up to 26. What does it cost them? It costs them pick number 65, a third-round selection. And it cost them a 2027 third-round pick. So they move up 8 spots. They go from 34 to 26, so a swap, and they give up 65 and a 2027 third-round pick to move up and take Ty Simpson. And as Field Yates points out in the story, this is very similar to what the Giants did with Jackson Dart and their class last year. They took a premier edge rusher with their number 3 pick. They took a quarterback in the mid-20s. They took out of Penn State, I can't think of his name, Abdul Carter, and then they doubled down and traded back into the first round to get Jackson Dart. That's what they did. This is basically a copy-paste of that from last year. So 2/3 to move up 8 spots. Now, let me make one thing very clear here. Because we've said on this program before, producer Evan and I both believe in this philosophy, that a team should always be taking a quarterback. Should always maybe use a pick and take a dart throw on a quarterback. There is a difference between that philosophy of always taking a quarterback and let's say taking a quarterback at pick number 34 where the Cardinals pick early on in the second round. There's a difference between that and moving up back into the first round to take a quarterback. You cannot ignore the value that you are giving up to get Ty Simpson, to move back into the first round instead of just letting the board come to you. This is where I'm okay with entertaining the argument of the Cardinals aren't ready to take a quarterback. You hear people say this, this team's not ready to take a quarterback. Well, if you're taking a quarterback on day 3 of the draft, you're taking him, he's a flyer, you're hoping you can develop him. You're not taking him with the idea of that's our future, that's our franchise quarterback. We're going to give him the huge contract extension right now, and we're off to, win a bunch of Lombardi trophies. You're taking a quarterback because maybe you're looking for a backup. Maybe you're looking for a dart throw. Maybe you like some of the traits, and you're in a position where you've got some extra picks so you can make that type of swing. There's a difference between that and what the Giants did last year, trading back into the first round for Jackson Dart. They did that because they think Jackson Dart can be their starter. If the Cardinals do this, it's because they think Ty Simpson can be their starting quarterback. That is an accelerated timeline compared to taking a day 3 quarterback. Right? The Bears, Tyson Bagent, they got him, right? They didn't sign him or draft him with the idea, because I think he was an undrafted free agent. They didn't bring him in thinking, this is our guy. This is our future at the quarterback position. No, they took him because they like some of the skills. They think he could be a worthwhile backup, or they think another team may be really enticed by him and give us better capital to get him in their building. There's a difference between taking him at 34 or at 65 in round 3 and trading up for him. And that's where making a move to get Ty Simpson makes me a little uneasy. I like Ty Simpson. If I'm the Cardinals and I have an opportunity to take Ty Simpson, I'd be interested. I don't think I'm interested at the cost of 2 third-round picks. I don't think I'm interested at the cost of additional capital in this year's class that I could be using to build out the rest of my roster for my young coach. You trade up for Ty Simpson, you're basically admitting, hey, at some point in 2026, this dude's starting a bunch of games for us. He may start the entire second half of the season. And we're not going to have pick 65. We're not going to use pick 34 on anything because we just moved up to 26 with it to get Ty Simpson. So we're going to have Arvell, Reese, we're going to have Ty Simpson, and then you're not going to see us until round 4. And I'm sorry, I don't think the roster's in a place right now where you can afford to give up that much capital. And oh, by the way, when 2027 rolls around, you're not going to have a third-round pick to continue to add to this roster. So the value now starts to matter. Ty Simpson at 34, sign me up. If I wanted to move up from 65 into the back part of the second round to get Ty Simpson because he falls, sign me up. But there is a difference when you are moving back into the first round. There's a difference when you're giving up 2 extra third-round picks. The value matters, and I don't like that value. Now, mind you, maybe I'm stupid for continuing to ask this question. Are we sure pick number 26 is going to be a spot where you can get Ty Simpson in the first place? I mean, we're on record, Take a Note Thursday. This program thinks he's going inside the top 20. We don't think he's going to be there at 26. And if that's the price to go from 34 to 26, just replay my conversation. I think was it from last week or the start of this week when we first had this Ty Simpson conversation? You don't have the ability to move up that far. You don't have the draft capital to move up as far as you're going to need to. You might actually have to move down twice from 3 in order to do that. So yes, on paper, would Arvell, Reese, and Ty Simpson be a better ending to this offseason? Yes, I would like Ty Simpson in that quarterback room. I would like Arvell, Reese as a centerpiece to that defense. I'm all on board with that. I like the players. I'm just very uneasy about the value to get Ty Simpson. Arvell, Reese at 3, no questions asked. Run the card in. Ty Simpson, it's a different value calculation. And to me, moving 2/3 and taking him in the first round, I just don't know if I'm there yet. I don't know if I'm comfortable with the Cardinals doing that. And I don't think he's going to be there at 26. So I think you're going to have to give up even more to be in a position to draft him. And that's where I'm just saying, you know what? A guy who's only had 15 career starts, I'm not interested in going down the Anthony Richardson rabbit hole. I'm not interested in reliving that. Taking a guy with 15 career starts in the second round, it's a different optic. It's a different vibe. You feel differently about it.
You use different capital.
You use different capital, right. At 34, it feels like taking Tyler Shuck or when the Titans took Will Levis. It feels like, hey, we just can't ignore this guy being available to us at 34. We didn't press it. We didn't force it, but we're a quarterback-needy team, and this just kind of fell into our lap, so we're going to do it. And with that being the backdrop, you walk into the offseason not expecting much from Ty Simpson. I'm sorry. And this has to go into the calculation. You move into the first round, you trade 2 third-round picks, you swap from 34 to 26, and you draft Ty Simpson in the first round. He is going to be viewed by many of the people that follow this team. You're going to view him as the savior. You're going to view him as the answer. You're going to view him as the franchise quarterback. And I don't know if I'm comfortable with that just yet. Whereas if you take him on day 2, it can be the Russell Wilson story or the Dak Prescott story of a day 2 quarterback just coming out of nowhere and becoming a starter and having success. Just different when you trade back into the first round for a guy. I mean, think about it. The Giants, I know it's a big media market, but they drafted Jackson Dart. They traded back into the first round. They had Russ and Jameis Winston on their roster. He played so well in preseason, Jackson Dart. The noise got so loud, they had to make him the backup. He was right there. He was one play away, one snap away from being the starting quarterback, because just the media circus just takes on a life of its own when you draft somebody in the first round. So yes, on paper, would I like Arvell, Reese, and Ty Simpson to both be Arizona Cardinals? Yes. I am a fan of Ty Simpson. I think he does a lot of good things. I love his arm strength. But he's just super inexperienced, and he's an incomplete player. And drafting him in the first round, I just think puts way too much pressure on the situation for Mike LaFleur in year one.
I don't disagree.
Now, in the same token, if Mike LaFleur is pounding the table for him, Mike LaFleur is a very smart offensive mind. That may sway me a little bit. But man, two-thirds to move back into the first round, I just don't. It feels a little rich for me. I don't know.
It's heavy.
I just don't know if I would do it with the state that this roster is currently in.
I don't blame me at all.
480-864-1060 is the phone number for you to join us here today on the program. You can also chat away with us over on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream. Okay. Just to let you know, it's a baseball rest of the show. We got the basketball out of the way at the top. We got the football out of the way here. It's baseball the rest of the way. When we come back, we start our predictions. It is in the American League. Our predictions for everything in the American League next. The lunch break, KDUS AM 1060.
Midweek ASU baseball right here on KDUS AM 1060. Join the Sun Devils this Wednesday as they look to take on New Mexico State. Head coach Willie Bloomquist knows how to get the most from his team and looks to earn ASU another win. Join the voice of the Sun Devils, Tim Healy, on the call live. It's ASU versus New Mexico State this Wednesday evening. Pregame at 6:15 p.m. and first pitch at 6:35 right here on KDUS AM 1060. Online at KDUS1060.com and on the KDUS app.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's the spectacular return of Bruce Springsteen and the legendary E Street Band. Land of Hope and Dreams American Tour. Live at Mortgage Matchup Center, April 16th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. An unforgettable night with Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. For more, visit BruceSpringsteen.net.
Santana, Oneness Tour 2026. The power, the energy. Come celebrate your favorite hits from Woodstock to Supernatural and beyond. With very special guest, the Doobie Brothers. Friday, August 14th, Mortgage Matchup Center. On sale now at LiveNation.com. Santana and Doobie Brothers, Oneness Tour 2026.
Meineke's highly skilled and certified technicians always treat your car like it's their own. With over 50 years of experience, Meineke will diagnose and fix any issue with precision and care using the best state-of-the-art equipment. You can always depend on Meineke to do the job right and get you back on the road in no time. Save time and schedule an appointment now. Visit Meineke.com today. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
Try the Chicken Melt Trio at Port of Subs. Protein packed with bold sauces and built to crush cravings. Order now at portofsubs.com.
Slice fresh sandwiches, Port of Subs.
Come see us at Mark Mazda in Scottsdale.
Right now, receive 1.9% financing for up to 60 months on some of Mazda's most popular models, like the brand new 2026 Mazda CX-50.
The name to remember, Mark Mazda Mark Mazda.
KDUS AM 1060 is your home for the Jim Rome Show.
Indiana is not cheating. Lining up and punching the other guy in the face for 60 minutes, not against the rules. I challenge any of you social media whistleblowers to tell Kurt Signetti to his face that he is a cheater.
The Jim Rome Show, 1 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, here on KDUS AM 1060. Online at KDUS1060.com and on the KDUS 1060 app.
We're putting it all on the record today, ahead of the season starting tomorrow. We don't want to be accused of cheating since we have a baseball game tonight. We don't want to make predictions after the season has started, even though there's 162 of them. We want to get in ahead of time. So we're saving our homework assignment to the last possible second. But predictions. Producer Evan's got a spreadsheet or a Word doc open, ready to keep track of these throughout the course of the year. So let me tell you how we're going to do this. We're going to do the American League predictions right now. We've got our D-backs bold predictions coming up in the next segment. And then we've got dueling drafts and our National League predictions in hour number 2 of the program. A lot of baseball here today. So with that being said, Producer Evan, what music do you want for this? You want?
That's a great question.
Our dueling drafts music, which we're going to debut at 12:15, I don't have in the system just yet. I don't think it's going to work. Do you want? Well, it's not. You can't have the leftovers music. You can't have buy or sell. You want the old list music?
But that feels so football.
That feels so football. I mean, you can't have that. I mean, that's. You can have take a note music.
Let's do that.
You want the take a note music? Okay.
Because it's similar.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair. It's close enough. All right. You want to go first? How do you want to do this?
You want to start with the AL East?
Sure.
Would you like me to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Here's how I have it: 1 through 5. Blue Jays, Yankees, Red Sox, Orioles, Rays. I think Toronto's had one of the best off seasons in the sport. I think the Yankees stood pat and did nothing. And I like the Red Sox over the Orioles because I just don't know if the Orioles are going to have the pitching to win enough games. So I've got the Blue Jays coming out of the American League East.
I like it. And we see it very similarly. The way I look at it, Blue Jays, Yankees, Orioles, Red Sox, Rays.
So you're buying the Orioles a little more than I am.
I am buying the Orioles. I think they've done some nice stuff in the bullpen. They're going to score 500 runs this year. It's just whether
they give up 520.
Yeah. They score a lot of runs.
The American League Central.
How do you see it?
I've got the Tigers, Royals, Guardians, Twins, White Sox.
We couldn't see it any more similarly. I have it in the same order.
Yeah, I'm down on the Twins. I don't know if they're going to have the pitching. And just know I have a bias towards pitching staffs. If you don't have a good pitching staff, it's going to be hard for me to pick you. It's going to be really hard. Tigers have Skubal and Framber Valdez at the top of their rotation. They got McGonigal. They've got a lot of good young players on their team. Riley Green among them. I like the Tigers to win that division. The AL West is where it gets a little... You ready for this? Are you sitting down? I can tell you are because I can look in there. I have the Mariners winning the AL West.
Yep.
I have the Rangers finishing in second.
Wrong.
I have the A's finishing in third. I have the Astros finishing in fourth. I have the Angels finishing in fifth. Down on the Astros this year. I watched the Astros play their AAA team last night. 7th inning of a 4-4 game. Starting catcher for the Astros, Christian Vasquez. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. It was first and third, less than 2 outs. Runner at first took off for second base. He threw it to second base, let the AAA team score from third. I'm out. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see to know that I'm out on the Astros this year. Fundamental baseball out the window. It was a very weird play, but I'm just kind of... I'm down on them because, again, I don't know. They're an older team, right? They're not the team of a couple years ago. The bullpen is a concern for me. They got Tatsuya Imai, but I just don't know if they're going to have the pitching as well to keep up with the Mariners, who I think have the best rotation in baseball.
Okay, the way I see the AL West, Mariners.
Okay.
Are you sitting down?
You have the A's number 2.
The A's.
They just don't have the pitching staff, man.
The Luis Severino.
That's one. They have 4 other guys got to
the
start.
The Astros, the Rangers, the Angels. The A's, I said the Orioles will score 500. The A's are going to score 600. That's the best. That is a top 5 offense in baseball.
So we have the same 3 division winners.
Yeah, we have Blue Jays, Tigers, Mariners.
So now we have our 3 wild card teams. Mine in order: Yankees, Red Sox, Royals. I'm sorry, 4 teams aren't coming out of the AL East. There's just too much cannibalization that will occur.
No, I agree. Yankees, Orioles, Royals.
So we have the Yankees and the Royals.
Yep.
You have Yankees and Royals. You have Orioles. I have Red Sox. Your AL MVP.
Bobby Witt Jr.
I have the same guy. I have Bobby Witt Jr.
God.
I didn't want to pick Judge.
And
I went with the guy who's been was a runner-up 2 years ago. I don't think Cal Raleigh's going to hit 60. And I think everyone's going to be tripping over themselves to find an excuse to not give the MVP to Aaron Judge again.
So you and Bobby Witt Jr.?
Yeah.
Have an original idea, dude. You're just stealing everything from me. Who's your Cy Young winner?
Garrett Crochet.
Yeah.
Who's your Rookie of the Year?
Kevin McGonigal.
No, I don't have McGonigal.
Okay.
I have Kazuma Okamoto for the Blue Jays.
Oh, interesting. You went with Okamoto.
Both him and McGonigal plus 400. They're the co-favorites.
Okay.
And then your AL champion?
My AL champion? The Detroit Tigers.
Oh, I've got the Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
Pitching, man.
Pitching.
I love pitching.
I think this staff is better.
If you can pitch.
If you gave me, it came down to it. I like the Mariners a lot. And I'm with you. I think the Blue Jays added some pitching, but I didn't want to take a repeat champion in the American League.
Fair enough.
If you gave me one game, give me Detroit. And if it comes down to game 7,
you're assuming that it's
I just want
right?
Skubal.
Yeah.
And there's nobody they have a great staff in Seattle, but there's nobody that holds a candle to what Tarek Skubal can do.
Funny that neither of us picked him to win the Cy Young, though.
Again, that'd be lame.
That would be pretty lame.
Because that'd be his 3rd in a row?
Yes, that would be 3 in a row for him.
Yeah.
And he's going into free agency. So you kind of expect a big year for him to cash in for, the $300 million payday. You want to change to Skubal? Go right ahead. You can have him.
It's just so boring.
There's so many good candidates in the American League. There's Garrett Crochet. I think Cole Reagans needs to be in the conversation. You could put Max Fried of the Yankees in there. You could put any of the Mariners starters in there. I mean, any of those guys. You could put Dylan Cease in there for the Blue Jays. I mean,
that's the one I thought about is Cease.
You've got names all over the place.
I'm updating your list.
Jacob deGrom, Mackenzie Gore if he has a good year. You got candidates all over the place.
Nobody there is winning a Cy Young.
All right, I'm just saying that there's some good pitchers across the league. So I've got Seattle. You've got Detroit winning the American League. We've got our National League predictions coming up in hour number 2 of the program, but let's do some Diamondbacks predictions. That's how we'll close up hour number 1. Our D-backs MVP, our D-backs Cy Young, some bold predictions as well. We'll get to it all next. The lunch break, KDUS, AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
If you don't have gas in your home, but something doesn't smell good. Ew, what's that smell? If it smells like rotten eggs, there could be a leak in your neighborhood. Now what do I do? If you suspect a leak, move fast, call 911 and Southwest Gas. From a safe location. But I don't have natural gas in my home. Gas lines are buried all around, so even if you don't have gas. I know, call 911 and Southwest Gas.
The Gorillas, live in Phoenix. The Mountain Tour 2026. Performing at Mortgage Matchup Center, Friday, October 23rd. With special guests, Little Sims and Deltron 3030. Get ready to feel good all over again. The new album, The Mountain, is out now. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
It's Truck Month at Tim Hovick's Santan Ford. F-150s, Lightnings, Super Duties. Right now, get 0 down, 0% financing for 60 months, and 0 payments for 90 days. That's a brand new Ford truck from Santan Ford with nothing out of pocket. Nobody in Arizona beats Tim Hovick on truck deals. Nobody. We've got the inventory, we've got the financing, and we're moving metal. Truck Month is on, and when they're gone, they're gone. Tim Hovick's Santan Ford in Gilbert or santanford.com. Restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
With a Global credit card, you earn reward points for every purchase. Use your rewards at checkout at many of your favorite stores, or use points instead of cash when you shop online. You can even use them to book a flight up to 3 days in advance. New York, Vegas, Albuquerque. From groceries to getaways, redeem your way. Apply for your Global credit card now at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
It's the NASCAR Cup Series Cookout 400 at Martinsville Speedway.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Green flag is flying. Here's Kyle Busch. He'll get the advantage on the outside lane.
Returns to Martinsville, Virginia.
Contact. Chastain. Alfredo. Austin Cindric crash and collide.
For a Sunday afternoon showdown at the Paperclip.
He'll make the move. They're crashing behind him. Elliott's in the wall. Checkered flag is out.
It's the Cookout 400.
This Sunday, 11:30 a.m. on KDUS AM 1060 and on the KDUS AM 1060 app.
How about some Diamondbacks predictions ahead of the season? Now, you'll know how both producer Evan and I feel about the Diamondbacks when we do our full-blown National League predictions. Tell you where we have them finishing in the National League West and whether or not we have them making.
I did do a record prediction, by the way.
For them?
For them in this segment.
I
didn't know if you wanted me to save it, but I have a record prediction for the D-backs.
Let's save it for when we do the
National League.
The National League
Okay.
predictions. I'll give you the music back as well. You can have the music back. Where do we want to start? I got 2 bold predictions. How many do you have?
I have 4.
All right, 4. All right, so we're gonna have
I have 3.
We're gonna have to fly through because we're kind of up against it. Diamondbacks MVP. I would like to. There's 3 names that we're considering. It's Corbin Carroll, Ketel Marte, or Geraldo Perdomo. I'm betting on just a huge year. Give me Ketel Marte.
Give me Geraldo Perdomo.
So back to back because he was the
He
Diamondbacks
was their MVP
last
year. Yeah. Back to back.
So worried about the injury for Corbin Carroll a little bit, maybe a slow-ish
That was
start.
the biggest thing, and who knows if Ketel is going to play enough
Right.
games.
So So Geraldo Perdomo was your pick. Okay. You're Cy Young. I saw you. You were stressing over this in the morning meeting because we took some time after we had the show mapped out to write down our thoughts, to get our notes all organized. And you're like, man, who am I going to pick for the Cy Young? To me, it's easy. I'm going with the guy who had a really good second half last year. I'm going with the guy who's going to be a free agent at the end of this year. I'm going with the guy who's starting opening day tomorrow. The guy who's the de facto ace of the staff at this present moment in time. I've got Zach Gallen as the Cy Young for the Diamondbacks.
See, I went in my head. My thought was, well, Zach Gallen's a contract year. He was a contract year last year, and he was terrible.
Well, the second half, he was really good.
So I went with
3.5 ERA post the trade.
Ryan Nelson.
Really?
A 3.39 ERA last year.
Really?
I think he continues to get better. He is going to be my Cy Young. I think Zach Gallen's going to get shelled again this year.
Wow. That's almost a bold prediction in and of itself. Rookie of the year. I mean.
1, 2, 3. Ryan Waldschmidt. Breakout.
Jonathan Loaizaga.
Interesting. Ready for mine?
Sure.
Juan Murillo.
No, okay, I got a bold prediction about Juan Murillo. Just you wait.
I have a Loaizaga bold prediction.
Just you wait. There's something coming about Juan Murillo in the bold prediction section. Yeah, I just think Loaizaga, minor league deal, non-roster invite to camp. He makes the team. I don't want to say it was a surprise, but at the beginning of spring training, I don't know if you're expecting much. He gets in there. I think he's going to be a high leverage arm. I think the stuff is the best stuff probably anybody in that bullpen has right now. And I think before you know it, he's going to become one of those trusted guys for Torrey, which means you're going to see him in some key moments, and you're going to remember all those key moments that he gets you through. And so at the end of the season, who was the breakout star? You're going to be like, man, Jonathan Loaisiga saved our tail way
like
too
that.
many times.
That's
so
how I feel
Loaisiga.
about Juan Maria. Same logic there.
Most improved.
1, 2, 3, Jordan Lawler.
No, I have a Jordan Lawler bold prediction, but not my most improved.
Oh, my God.
Come on. You knew I was going to go here because you weren't. He's going to be in the lineup opening day.
Just say it.
Alec Thomas,
Alec
improved.
Thomas is going to hit $170 this year.
Most improved for the Diamondbacks this upcoming season, Alec Thomas.
I would be willing to double down on the 300 thing.
I don't know. By the way, I'm not going to take it. I'll just do the 250 wins. I'm going to kick myself when he's hitting like 290 with like 2 weeks to go, but I'll just eat the 250 wings.
All right, bold predictions. You want me to go first?
Sure.
Nolan Arenado will hit 25-plus homers.
It's funny.
This year.
I thought about doing something Nolan related, but I decided to go Jordan Lawler. Jordan Lawler is a 3-WAR player.
I love it.
So hold on, because
I'm a huge nerd.
I'll go 3-WAR for Jordan Lawler.
I love that.
I think he's going to be able to provide some value defensively, which is going to help. And I think the bat can't be as bad as it was last year. Just can't.
To give people like kind of a reference.
I love this. What a
3-WAR player is.
Yeah. Give me a nice little range of where I think Jordan Lawler is going to be.
Yeah. So like people who posted, come on. It only goes down to Junior Caminero, who posted a 4.5. Trying to find somebody that I could. Here we go. I can go pages here. Give you a 3-WAR player, like around 3.5 last year. Ronald Acuna Jr. Obviously, he played, not a lot of games. Alex Bregman, Mason Wynn, Bryce Harper was a 3-WAR player. Jacob Wilson, Mookie Betts posted a 3-4 WAR because he wasn't great. Tyler Soderstrom, Dansby Swanson, James Wood posted a 3-3. Patrick Bailey, Xander Bogaerts posted 3-2s. Ernie Clement posted a 3-2. Harrison Bader posted a 3-2. So it ranges, but that's a solid everyday major league player.
Yeah, and that's what I think he's going to be. So 3-WAR for Jordan Lawler. My other one, real quick, Juan Maria saves 10 games for the Diamondbacks this year.
Jonathan Loaisiga will be the closer from the middle of May for the rest of the year.
It's a good one. You have more, don't you?
I have one more.
Go ahead, fire away.
Ryan Nelson will post a sub 3.1 ERA.
So Ryan Nelson, big season incoming, according to producer Evan. More baseball coming up in hour number 2. We got dueling drafts. We've got our National League predictions, but we'll start with a little buy or sell. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's the lunch break. KDUS AM 1060.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix. If you're hurt in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, everything can change fast. That's when the attorneys at Sweet James step in. They help you understand your rights, connect you with medical care, and pursue the compensation you may be entitled to. You don't pay anything unless your case is resolved successfully, and help is available 24 hours a day. If you've been injured, call Sweet James for a free case review. Hablamos Español. 800-9000000. 800-900-0000. SweetJames.com. This advertisement is paid for by Sweet James LLP. Responsible attorney, Bobby Tick Heavy. Offices in California. No guarantee of results. The Psychedelic Furs are back. Live. May 28th, 7:30 p.m. at the Celebrity Theater. The Psychedelic Furs. Playing all the hits with special guests. We Are Scientists. Tickets on sale now at celebritytheater.com. The Psychedelic Furs, brought to you by Danny Zalisco Presents.
Come see us at Mark Kia just off the 101 in Indian School. Right now, receive 0% APR for up to 72 months on a brand new 2025 Kia EV6. You heard right, 0%. And at Mark Kia, what you see is what you get. We have transparent pricing with no hidden fees or unnecessary dealer add-ons. Go to markkia.com right now, where you'll find all the tools you need to complete your entire deal online.
The name to remember? Mark Kia.
Offer through Kia Motors Finance. Offer expires March 31st, 2026.
Jumbo Shrimp is back at Del Taco. One bite of Del's Jumbo Shrimp Taco, and yeah, you're on a whole different level of flavor. Top tier, no notes. Crispy golden shrimp, crunchy cabbage, fresh house-made pico de gallo, and savory secret sauce, all wrapped up in a warm flour tortilla with a fresh-cut lime wedge. And right now, get 2 for just $6. They're only here for a limited time, so level up with 2 crispy jumbo shrimp tacos for $6. Only at Del Taco. Price and participation may vary.
Before Arizona heat turns unbearable, get your AC ready with Ace Cooling, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. Whether you need an AC tune-up, fast repair, or a new energy-efficient system, Ace helps keep your home cool, comfortable, and efficient all summer long. Beat the rush. Call Ace today at 602-536-4475 for free estimates and expert service. That's 602-536-4475. Or visit us online at acehomeaz.com. Acing Arizona's comfort needs since '94.
Meineke always treats your car like it's their own. With over 50 years of experience, Meineke's certified technicians will diagnose and fix any issue with precision and care. Schedule an appointment at Meineke.com. Trust your key with Meineke. Meineke, doing car care right.
AM 1060 KDUS Tempe Phoenix and KSLX HD2 Scottsdale Phoenix.
Hour number 2 of the lunch break here, KDUS AM 1060, the free KDUS AM 1060 app. Streaming on the KDUS AM 1060 YouTube live stream, the YouTube channel. You can hang out with us over there as well. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you. How about a little buy or sell to kick off hour number 2 of the program, huh? Producer Evan, what do you say?
A little buy or sell.
Yeah, something new maybe that we consider to open up the second hour of the program?
I can't believe we just came up with this one. The Cardinals.
Do you remember the time when buy or sell was the last segment of the first hour?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
But we moved it to this, and it just feels...
It's so much better.
So much better.
The Cardinals will make 2 selections.
I know. I'd like to use it. I'd like to use the timeout. We have a YouTube buy or sell. Code is thrown.
I'll give it to you.
Code is throwing one in there.
From It's All Code, the Diamondbacks will not be more than 3 games over 500 at any point this year.
Now, I don't want to give away my my National League predictions, but sell.
Sell Code's take.
The Diamondbacks will be more.
By the way, congratulations to Code. He is the first member of the YouTube chat.
To suggest a buy or sell?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. We sure?
He's the first one to give us a really good buy or sell.
Okay, yeah, that now that I'll agree with. That I agree with. But no, there'll be more than 3 games above 500 at some point during the season. Yes.
The Cardinals will make 2 selections in the first round.
No, sell.
Wow.
Well, if they're going to move back into the first round, it's going to be for Ty Simpson, right?
Correct.
I just don't think he's going to be there in a range where they can move into. Adam Schefter just reported the Jets are bringing him for a private workout.
Good. They should.
They pick at 16. They also pick at 33 in front of the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So I just don't know if there's a world where the Cardinals are going to be able to get to a spot if they want him to take him. Unless they're going to take him at number 3 overall, and you and I both know that's not happening.
Yeah, that's not happening. Last night's Suns game boosts your confidence in how they fare in the playoffs.
And I really like the way they played last night. And it's not like any of the other losses that we were breaking down during the most recent losing streak, the 5-game streak last week. I don't think it's anything close to those losses. But do I feel like the way they played last night changes the way I view their postseason chances? I'll sell that part of it because I don't Depends on who they match up with. If they're able to win their playing game and face San Antonio, I think if they're healthy, they've got a chance. But I'm not going to pick them to win their first-round playoff series, and last night didn't change that for me.
So
I didn't see the way they played last night and go, oh, now they're going to beat San Antonio.
Yeah.
I think this entire time I've said they can give San Antonio a scare.
That's fair. U of A will lose to Arkansas.
Sell.
Terrible take. Darius Acuff. Best player in the country.
I mean, just because you have the best player in the country doesn't mean you're going to win every game you play.
Yes, it does.
No, it's not. Because Arkansas would then be undefeated, and they're not. They're a 4 seed. So, no, I think U of A has been playing well in the tournament. They've been one of the best teams all year. They've been incredibly consistent. And I think they'll win this one, and then it's that next round matchup where the nerves and the anxiety and the pressure of the moment may get to them.
Jordan Lawler will hit 20 homers.
Wait a minute.
Will hit 20 homers or more.
If he hits 20 homers, he's going to get the 3 WAR pretty easily. I'll sell the 20. I think a double-digit homer season's definitely in the cards.
It depends. We think we say that, but WAR is, well, great, sometimes very dumb.
Well, which one are we going to use? Are we going to use Fangraphs or are we going to use Baseball Reference? Because there'll be 2 different numbers.
It will be. Which one do you prefer?
I would prefer to just use Fangraphs.
Which one puts less into fielding?
I believe it is Fangraphs.
Good, and it should be Fangraphs. Here's my thought on fielding and WAR. It does not matter.
Well, no, that's not. I totally disagree with that. Your ability to play great defense,
at some positions matter.
Absolutely goes into your value as a player, and that's what WAR is trying to determine.
I'm a huge nerd.
I mean, WAR is trying to determine your overall value as a player.
Here's my point.
I'll tell you where I think it gets overskewed.
Yeah.
I think for catcher, your defensive WAR can spiral out of control.
Yeah. It's absurd. And I think the fact that they your defensive WAR, at first base, it's just way harder to accumulate defensive WAR because they deem it an easier position is ridiculous. And so these first basemen who could hit 50 home runs have a 4 WAR.
Well, they hit 50 home runs.
Yeah, but they should have an 8 WAR.
Right, well,
do you mean let me give you an example.
Well, okay. I don't know what player you're going to.
Yeah, I'll give you right here. And this is Baseball Reference. So I'm going back to Baseball Reference. Baseball Reference. In 2006, Ryan Howard hit 58 home runs, had 149 RBIs, hit 319 with 1,084 OPS. He won the MVP. Would you like to guess what his WAR was?
4.5.
5.1.
It's close.
That's absurd. That's a 9 WAR season.
Yeah, but defense matters. And
So,
if you're going to play a defensive position, it matters.
I get it. But Aaron Judge last year or 2 years ago, 58 homers, 322 average, 144 RBIs, posted 1,100 OPS, had a 10.9 WAR. Just because he plays right field.
There's a better way to do it to factor in the defensive value, but it should matter.
But do you see, it should. That's ridiculous. I read you almost identical seasons.
Yeah. I hear you. But you have to factor in when somebody is just an elite level defender. And you have to factor in when somebody, can hit 25, 30 home runs, but they are a mess at their defensive position. Because those runs that they're getting with, their 25, 50 home runs, they're giving away on the other end. So you have to find a way to factor that into the calculation.
And I get it. I guess my thought is just scoring runs. If you have a good pitching staff, having a great first baseman isn't as important.
Oh, absolutely. There are positions where the defense should matter more. Shortstop, second base, catcher, center field.
But I think we've exaggerated that. Like, you can't hurt a player because he plays first base.
No, fair. I would agree with that.
Like, just because they play first base, like, they shouldn't have a lower WAR.
But do we know that is for certain what's happening?
It has to be. Like, look around the league. Like, I just think when you look at WARs, that is totally what's happening. You're punishing players for the position they play.
So the way it's calculated for Fangraphs, because I just wanted to see how they did it. Their WAR is batting runs, base running runs, fielding runs, a positional adjustment, plus a league adjustment, plus replacement runs, divided by runs per win. So they're factoring in, and I know I got extremely
I'm a huge nerd.
I got extremely nerdy there. But they're factoring in what you do with the plate, what you do running the bases, what you do fielding, what position you're playing when you're fielding, and then making an adjustment for the environments of the league.
Yeah.
While maybe it's not the perfect solution, they're definitely trying to factor in as much that they can.
Exactly. In which case, do you see what I'm saying, though? That it's just hurting.
What was the original take?
Jordan
Lawler will hit 20 home runs, and I think I said he'll definitely be a 3-WAR player if that's the case, and I think he will be.
Yeah.
But he's not going to hit 20 home runs. I'll take the over on 10, but not 20.
Wait, is that really how we got?
Yeah, that's how we got here. Yeah. It's exactly how we got down that rabbit hole.
All right, are you ready for this next one?
Sure. See where that one can take us.
Carlos Santana will hit 20 home.
So, okay, are we just going to go through every member of the Diamondbacks?
We're not.
Carlos Santana last year. If my page would. Can you tell me how many home runs Carlos Santana hit last year, please?
Yes, of course I can. Since you are struggling.
No, I've done my job. I've typed in his name and clicked on his name. The page isn't.
Are you Carlos Santana, the musician?
No.
Because he hit 11 home runs and posted a 1.1 WAR last year.
I'll take the under on 20 home runs this year. So
he hit. Okay, let me give you an example here of what he did. He hit 11 last year for 2 teams, including Cleveland and Chicago. Chicago, where he posted a negative WAR. And then in Minnesota, the year prior, he hit 23. The year prior to that, he hit 23. The year prior to that, he hit 19. The year prior to that, he hit 19.
I think he'll be a 15 to 18 home run player at his ceiling this year.
Okay.
I'll take the under on 20.
All right, last one. Ryan Waldschmidt will be a starter for the D-backs by mid-June.
Bye. I just think there's so much opening out there. I mean, I think Lawler's going to have a good year, so he's going to have one of the spots. I think Thomas is going to be improved, but there's always an injury, and there's the DH that he can play. So right now, who's that going to be? David Smith? And if he doesn't, I think he's just going to.
You think they move Lawler ever to DH? Like, just because outfield's not his natural position. If Thomas is good, you would imagine you pull Lawler out of left.
If Lawler is hitting well enough and you want to keep his bat in the lineup, then yeah, I think you can move him to the DH.
And then you could use it so you could almost move him in to play third when Arenado needs a day because he's getting older.
Right, and Smith can do the same thing at first base for when Carlos Santana needs a day.
You could platoon. I just don't want to platoon Lawler.
Well, it depends, right? I mean, if he's hitting well, yeah, I want him hitting every single day. If there are some very serious platoon splits that are starting to develop, then sure, he can be a part of a platoon. And, you worry about all these roster decisions on, what if, all these guys play really well? What do you do? These things tend to sort themselves out with injuries or underperformance or something. So I think he'll be up by June. Just where he's going to play is a big question mark.
I want to apologize to Brian.
Oh, you're going to address that comment? I saw it. I just moved on from it.
Yeah, Brian, I feel like you've submitted.
Also, to say that it was an unprovoked shot when he takes shots at you all the time,
that's
is a little unfair. I mean,
I'm
going to come to your defense here. I mean, it wasn't unprovoked, Brian. I mean, you kind of asked for it. You come after Evan more than you do me, but you come after both of us. So I think any retort is kind of warranted a little bit.
Thank you. Well said.
And again, I don't know if all of your buy or sells that you submitted, Brian, are rock solid. I don't know if I would go that far either. I got your back.
That's all we got here.
Yeah, there you go. Wednesday edition of Buy or Sell. We've got a draft here on a Wednesday, dueling draft. Baseball movies is the topic. We'll draft them next. It's the lunch break, KDUS, AM 1060.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fights. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com. Injured? Dial #law or visit ForThePeople.com for an office near you.
A night you don't want to miss. Avenged Sevenfold. Good Charlotte. North America Tour 2026. Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. August 27th. Avenged Sevenfold. Good Charlotte. An epic night of music. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte, part of the America First Credit Union Concert Series.
When I was a kid, my dream wasn't a mansion. It wasn't a yacht. It was a 250cc Kawasaki dirt bike sitting in the garage. That garage and that bike represented freedom. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. At A1 Garage Door Service, we know your garage holds more than tools. It holds dreams. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one. At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights, at home or at work. We'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. Having an elite receiver in the NFL is a luxury. It simplifies everything for a QB, forces defenses to account for one player on every snap. The big plays that follow can change a game. The question is, how much are they really worth? Receivers are now being paid like franchise quarterbacks. Jackson Smith-Njigba is making over $42 million a year with Seattle. The contract won't give you much pause with Seattle's roster, but that type of money hasn't worked everywhere else. Jamar Chase and the Bengals have disappointed since his extension. Justin Jefferson in Minnesota, CeeDee Lamb and the Cowboys, DK Metcalf in Pittsburgh, Garrett Wilson with the Jets, all searching for stability. None of this diminishes the players. It just highlights the cost. When you commit that much money to one receiver, something else gives. Depth thins out. Roster flaws become harder to fix. And in this league, scoring points is only part of the equation. I'm Dan Patrick, and this is Above the Noise. 2 words, prostate exam. Relax. Screening starts with a simple finger-free blood test. Around 1 in 8 men in the United States will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. Prostate cancer can have over a 99% 5-year relative survival rate when caught at a localized or regional stage. If you're 40 or over and have a prostate, visit relaxitsabloodtest.com to see if a PSA blood test is right for you. Talk to your doctor about screening and the next steps. Sponsored by Novartis. Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it really easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of Goodyear tires. Go to TireRack.com/Dan, see their Goodyear test results, tire ratings, and reviews. Be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
KDUS AM 1060 is your home for the Jim Rome Show.
I'm not here to bury Mike Tomlin, but the fact is, this absolutely is the right move. He did the right thing, and he fired himself. All good things come to an end. Going a decade without winning a single playoff game is not meeting the standard.
The Jim Rome Show, 1 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, here on KDUS AM 1060. Online at KDUS1060.com and on the KDUS 1060 app.
To continue our celebration that baseball is back, it is a Wednesday, which means we have a draft to do. So we're going to draft baseball movies. Producer Evan, will you keep track of these drafts on our newly created
predictions
spreadsheet? Just so
so typically I keep those on my buy or sell.
Do you keep them forever?
No.
Well, see, what I'm saying is we should be able to look back at past drafts. So starting today, maybe we have a totally separate page
for just drafts.
For just the drafts.
Okay.
To keep track of those.
Okay.
Because you don't want to be like, hey, did we do this already?
Yeah.
You're able to be like, hey, we did it. We know the date.
All right. Let's
March
lunch break.
That's right.
Drafts.
Right. Wednesday, March 25th.
You know what? I'm just going to create a lunch break folder.
I love it. That's fantastic. Oh, how about this? You ready for this? How about the new music? How about the draft music? This you feel the pressure with this underneath you. So we're drafting baseball movies. I don't know whose turn it is to go first, though. Your turn or my turn?
I believe it is my turn.
Sorry, I'm asking you to do a lot over there. We weren't prepared for this.
I believe it is my turn.
Okay. I've got my big board here pulled up on the other screen. I've got 4 movies I really want to have.
Okay. I have 3 that I really want.
Okay, so you're going to go first?
I can go first.
I'm going to get 2. Oh, boy, I really like getting 2 here.
I know. I kind of, yeah.
You want to trade? You want to trade for?
No, because I still think the 1-1's the right pick.
Okay.
Moneyball.
Darn. Okay. It's a good pick.
It's the only pick.
It's number 1 on my big board.
Yeah. It's the correct pick there.
All right, so I gotta do some pivoting here. Look at my big board here. Because I also, one of the things I'm considering is I want a well-rounded group of movies, you know?
Of course, yeah.
I don't want to just go 5 heavy hitters. I want some laughs. Maybe I want some tears. I want a good, biopic. I want to have a
biopic. Didn't even think about that.
I want a full kind of, I want to run the gambit.
Of course.
Give me The Sandlot. That's my number 1 pick. Did you want The Sandlot? You should have taken it 1-1.
You can't. I love The Sandlot.
You should have taken it 1-1 then.
Love The Sandlot. I mean, it's a great vibes movie. It's you're having a bad day, you can watch The Sandlot.
And
you're having the best day, you can watch The Sandlot.
I don't know, like it's
summer day out by the pool, you can watch The Sandlot. You can come in at night, watch The Sandlot. It's the greatest movie ever.
It reminds me just, of playing ball in the front yard or in the street as a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
It's great.
So I got The Sandlot as my 1-1. 1-2 for me. Or I guess, 1-2, 2-1, however we're describing this. Give me 42.
Okay, that's a really good pick there. It wasn't going to be my number 1 in the next round, but I was certainly thinking about it. Yeah.
Considering it, yeah.
I'll take Major League.
Oh, you can have it.
Never mind.
You can have it. Major League. I'll write you down.
Yeah, that is, and I mean this, a tremendous baseball movie.
I'm hoping I can get my next two films.
You are. So you're worried you're not going to get it.
One of them, my comedy, I'm going to get. It's this other one that I'm a little worried about because I'm a little older than you.
Okay.
and I love this movie, you may love it just as much. Although
I think I know what it is.
You are a little younger than me, so maybe not.
And I think it has to be on everybody's list. So I'll take Bull Durham.
Oh, you can have that too.
What?
You can have that too. You can have both of those.
You don't like that movie?
No.
My list is killing your list.
No, don't like either.
Okay.
I'll go Rookie of the Year.
Oh, terrible pick. Terrible pick.
Give me Rookie of the Year. What's wrong with Rookie of the Year? That's a great. Again, I've got the great kids movie in The Sandlot. I've got the historical movie in 42.
Yep.
I've got the out there.
Listen, you took the best history movie.
14-year-old pitches for the Cubs
in 42. It's great. It's not great.
And now I'm gonna go for my comedy. I think.
Okay.
Let me just look over some things here. That's a good one. I'm gonna save the comedy. Give me For the Love of the Game.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, Kevin Costner's in it.
I mean, Kevin Costner's in every baseball.
Well, he is in a baseball movie that I hope is off both of our lists. Because that baseball movie, most overrated thing of all time.
Yeah, but my guy Ray Liotta's in it.
That's fine. You can have it. You can have it with your last pick.
By the way, these are going to go on. Here's my thought. I'm going to post our things.
Yeah.
Then put up a poll so everybody can vote on these.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to win this poll.
I think you are because people overrate Bull Durham. Yes.
And I have Moneyball and Major League.
Moneyball's a good shout.
And this is
now if just John is voting, John his top 4 movies were Bull Durham, Moneyball, Field of Dreams, and 42. So very heavily skewed towards you if you take Field of Dreams with one of your last 2 picks.
Yeah. So I'll take Field of Dreams here.
Okay. You've got John's vote.
And I gotta tell you, I have a few weird picks here. Do you remember there was an animated baseball movie when I was a kid?
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, not animated Batman movies, baseball. Yes, here it is. Called Everyone's Hero. You gotta look this up. I'm not taking it. I don't know yet. Have you seen this?
Everyone's Hero. Remember the R key on my keyboard.
Code says 2 monsters absolutely still on the board.
2 absolute monsters are still on the board. The 2 monsters that are still on the board are probably.
It's not Everybody's Hero.
No, it's Field of Dreams and it's A League of Their Own. I think are the 2 movies that everybody has.
You
just took Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams.
So then it's A League of Their Own. And probably The Natural, if I had to guess then.
Okay, I got a weird one that I used to be on TV all the time.
This movie got a 5.7 on IMDb. It better not be in your top 5.
What did?
Everyone's Hero.
I didn't say it was in my top 5. I bet you this one got like a worse on IMDb.
The one that I want to take got a 5.6 on IMDb. So.
Okay. Trouble with the Curve.
Oh. That's what you're taking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible, awesome movie.
Okay.
Have you seen that movie?
That's the Clint Eastwood movie, right?
Yeah. He's a scout for the Braves.
I think I've only seen it in
just hate the Braves.
Clips on social media. I don't think I've ever sat down and
Natural
watched
from
it.
Code.
All right.
You have 1 pick left.
So Code said that The Natural was one of them. This is my comedy.
It's a terrible pick.
What am I going to pick?
I don't know, but it's not Major League. Take the Rookie.
It has one of my favorite scenes in a sports movie. I laugh every time. Give me Benchwarmers, number 5.
Oh, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. It completely left my...
I mean, I'm sorry, but the scene where he hops over the fence after he's chugged the beer and they hand the umpire the paperwork with the IM12 and it's got the $10 bill attached to it. I laugh every time.
That's not the one I thought you were going to say.
I laugh every time. Every time I laugh. Because he's just chilling in the outfield, just hanging out in the bushes with his glove and the beer. And he just chugs it and hops over the fence.
One of my favorite is when Richie hits his first home runs, and he runs over the or like drop kicks the catcher, and then he hits home. He goes, "Pew!"
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. All right, so to recap, my 5. Sandlot, 42, Rookie of the Year, For the Love of the Game, and Bench Warmers.
My 5, Moneyball, Major League, Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, Trouble with the Curve.
So movies that we left. A League of Their Own.
Everybody's Hero.
Everybody's Hero. The Natural. We left Bad News Bears. We left The Rookie.
The Rookie stinks. I remember.
We left Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah, we did. Did you ever see, by the way, this is I don't know if I can say this name. There was a Netflix documentary.
Okay.
Called The Battered Blank of Baseball. And it was Kurt Russell owned this semi-professional team.
So you want me to look up Kurt Russell?
Just
baseball. That's what you want me to do? Baseball documentary?
Yeah.
All right, I'm looking this up. I don't know. I remember seeing this. I don't think I've seen this. This, by the way, an 8 on IMDb. So
no, it was actually really well done.
Maybe it should have been
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Maybe it should have been in there. So there you have it. Our dueling draft.
Question for you?
Yes.
You cannot say that word, right?
I think you would be okay.
Okay.
But we're just gonna not.
Yeah.
We're just gonna. I'm always interested in playing it safe. So I just wouldn't.
I wasn't going to.
I just wouldn't. And I appreciate that you also erred on the side of caution. So there you have it, our dueling drafts. We did our American League predictions in hour number 1. We did our Diamondbacks predictions as well. What about the National League? We'll get to those next. It's the lunch break, KDUS, AM 1060.
Join in on the Sports Zoo with Dave Rooster Bierstein.
People that haven't watched college basketball would say that there was no real Cinderella team. It's Iowa. You know why? Because Iowa isn't even Iowa. They're the Drake Bulldogs, the 30-plus win team, and they were coached by Ben McCullum. And McCullum got a job this year as the Iowa head coach. And you know what Ben McCullum did? He brought over 5 guys from Drake. 4 leading scorers or top 3 scorers are from Drake. Iowa is your Cinderella story.
Live weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m.
This is Michael with Restore My Civil Rights. I made a lot of poor decisions in my past that had lifelong consequences. After I was released from prison for the last time in 2014, I discovered the process to have my convictions dismissed and all of my rights restored, including my Second Amendment rights. Since achieving this for myself in 2018, our attorney has assisted over 3,000 others in doing the same. If you are still living under the consequences of past mistakes and would like to restore your rights as I have, visit RestoreMyCivilRights.com and book a free consultation today.
I get by with a little help from my friends.
Ringo Starr and his all-star band. With friends Steve Lukather from Toto. From Men at Work, Colin Hay. From Average White Band, Hamish Stewart. Friday, June 12th, 7:30 p.m., Gamage Auditorium. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Danny Zalesko Presents.
The Renaissance Festival is back. Weekends now through March 29th. Be ready to have a great time. Amazing adventure awaits the entire family. New shows, shopping, jousting nights, non-stop feasting. Leave your cares behind. Happiness reigns at the Renaissance Festival. It's fun and affordable. Visit now through March 29th. Discount tickets available at Bashers' and Food City or online at arizona.renfestinfo.com. Presented by Delta Airlines, Bashers', Food City, Pepsi, Budweiser, and Guinness. Huzzah!
Australia's Thunder from Down Under is back. The Most Wanted Tour hits Talking Stick Resort May 15th and 16th. 2 nights only. Don't miss the #1 girls' night out. 100% Australian and hotter than ever. Round up your crew and get ready for a night you won't forget. Thunder from Down Under, May 15th and 16th. Get your tickets now at TalkingStickResort.com.
Have you tried my Colombian tamales?
Yes, but the Mexican tamales I brought are way better.
Colombian tamales wrapped in plantain leaves are unmatched, you know.
But the Mexican tamales wrapped in corn husks are the authentic ones.
At least we can agree that they taste better with Pepsi.
Without a doubt, tamales deserve Pepsi. No matter what tamales you love, enter for a chance to win a year's worth of groceries. Powered by Pepsi. No purchase necessary. U.S. residents 18 or over. Ends April 5th, 2026. Rules at pepsipromo.com/free groceries. Pepsi is a registered trademark of PepsiCo.
Come see us at Mark Mazda Scottsdale off the 101 in Indian School. Right now, you can receive a 1.9% APR for 60 full months on some of Mazda's most popular models, like the 2026 Mazda CX-50 and CX-50 Hybrid.
Don't know what to do with your trade? We'll give you a minimum of $8,000 for any trade, no matter what shape it's in, as long as it runs based on the actual MSRP. And if $8,000 is a minimum, think what your good trading might be worth.
The name to remember? Mark Mazda. Mark Mazda. On a pre-credit plus $988.
Midweek ASU baseball right here on KDUS AM 1060. Join the Sun Devils this Wednesday as they look to take on New Mexico State. Head coach Willie Blomquist knows how to get the most from his team and looks to earn ASU another win. Join the voice of the Sun Devils, Tim Healy, on the call live. It's ASU versus New Mexico State this Wednesday evening. Pregame at 6:15 p.m. and first pitch at 6:35 right here on KDUS AM 1060. Online at KDUS1060.com and on the KDUS app.
Time for the National League predictions. Very baseball heavy day. We're excited. If you can't tell, baseball back tonight. Starts with Yankees, Giants, Diamondbacks in action tomorrow. Zach Gallen on the mound to kick off the season. So we want to get our predictions in before the season begins. Producer Evan, where would you like to start?
I think we start the same way we did here in the American League. We'll start with the National League East.
Okay. I have this Mets, Phillies 1-2. Got the Marlins finishing third. Got the Braves 4 and the Nationals 5. I had it flipped. I had Braves, Marlins, and then I'm like, Mets, Phillies, Braves is the order that everybody's going to have. You got to have some bold somewhere. Marlins finishing third. How about that?
I did Mets, Phillies, Braves, Marlins.
Yeah, that I could have done that, but I decided to be bold. The Central. I got Brewers, Cubs, Pirates, Reds, Cardinals.
Okay.
I'm just not in on the Cubs this year.
Interesting. Are you ready?
Brewers, Cubs, Pirates, Reds, Cardinals? No. Cubs, Pirates, Brewers, Reds, Cardinals.
Yes, there it is. Cubs, Pirates, Brewers, Reds, Cardinals.
You are all in on the A's and the Pirates this year.
Yes.
This is your baseball version of the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah. I would call it the A's more than the Pirates.
Now, I've got on
because I like offense. Pitching isn't as fun. Like watching a Pirates game is going to be like watching paint dry. Watching an A's game is going to be tons of fun.
Well, I think that's a little unfair. The Pirates are going to be enjoyable because they can pitch.
Yeah.
But they're not going to score a lot, so you're going to watch
a lot of 2-0 games.
2-1, 2-0, 3-2. Yeah. You're going to be watching a lot of that
A's
stuff.
Games, you're going to be watching 9-7 games.
AL West after dark is just going to be
is so awesome.
Anytime the A's are playing the late game, the last game of the day,
I'm there.
I may put it on in the living room and just fall asleep to it.
I'm there.
It'd be perfect.
Okay, so wait, you had Brewers, Cubs,
Pirates, Reds, Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Reds I worry about, no Hunter Green.
Yeah, without Hunter Green, they're...
The Pirates, I want to see what the offense looks like.
And the Cardinals are terrible.
Cardinals are really bad. I went out on a limb here. I've got the Dodgers winning the NL West.
Wow, that's crazy.
I've got the Diamondbacks finishing in second.
Okay.
I have the Padres, Giants, Rockies rounding out the 5.
Okay, are you ready? Are you strapped in?
I have no idea what you're going to hit me with. Sure.
I have the Dodgers winning the division.
That's very bold of you.
I have the Giants finishing second.
Wow, we are very off on the Giants.
I have the D-backs next. I have the Padres fourth and the Rockies fifth.
Okay, so the way I feel about the Giants, you feel about the Padres.
Padres didn't do anything.
They didn't. You're right. It was a very.
Congratulations. Your great offseason acquisition was Nick Castellanos, the worst qualified hitter in a hitter's park last year.
Yeah, no, I hear you. The reason why I put them in front of the Giants was that even though they didn't do a whole lot in the offseason, I think their floor was higher.
Yeah.
And so that's what was the tiebreaker for me. But if the Padres finished fourth, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, not at all.
My 3 wild cards.
Okay.
The Phillies.
Yes.
The Cubs.
Nice.
And the Arizona Diamondbacks.
My 3 wild cards. The Phillies, the Pirates, and the San Francisco Giants.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in on the Diamondbacks this year.
Yeah, we see it very similarly. You had the Cubs finish second. I had the Pirates finish second. You had the D-backs finish second. I had the Giants.
And I think they're the third wild.
I'm just really worried about the bullpen, man. I can't stress this enough. Like, I don't know how they're going to get lefties out.
It's the reason why they're the third wild card. I think they're going to barely get in. It may be with, 83, 84 wins. But I think they're going to be better than the Giants and the Padres. Yeah. And I don't think the Marlins or Braves are going to be very good.
No, I get that.
So I think they sneak in with anywhere from 82 to 85 wins.
That's fair.
My NL MVP, Juan Soto. I just think there's going to be fatigue in both leagues with Ohtani and Judge.
I agree.
Continuing to win the awards, even though they probably should because they are the MVPs of both leagues. I just think there's going to be some fatigue that naturally sets in. And so people are going to be looking for players, and Soto winning an NL MVP would be special.
In his first full year with an organization that really wants him.
Juan Soto? Or you're talking about your guy?
My guy.
In his first full season with an organization that wants him. Okay, I need to hold on. Let me try to figure this out. We're just looking at the National League teams. First full season with a team that wants him. It's nobody in the NL East. It's somebody in the NL West? NL Central? Alex Bregman.
No.
Oh, same division?
No.
The West.
Correct.
Kyle Tucker.
No.
Oh. His first full season on a team.
First full season
with a team that wants him.
Give me Rafael Devers.
Oh, okay. All right.
You got to be bold somewhere. Rafael Devers has consistently, up until last year, and I think there was a lot going on last year, been one of the best hitters in baseball. Like,
I actually like this. And
I just think that, like, if I'm going to have the Giants higher,
yeah, for sure,
then I need to take flyer that somebody's going to be good.
100%. If you're gonna say they're gonna be second in the division and they're gonna make the postseason, then it's gonna be because Rafael Devers goes crazy, right?
Yeah.
Same reason why if I'm gonna have Bobby Witt Jr. be my AL MVP, Royals got to make the playoffs.
I mean, like, how everybody talked about how bad Devers was last year. He had 35 homers, posted an 851 OPS and a 140 OPS plus, right? Like, what are we talking about here? On his best years, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, no, I like it. I don't know, obviously I don't necessarily agree, but I totally understand the logic.
Yeah.
The National League Cy Young, 1, 2, 3, Paul Skeens.
Christopher Sanchez.
Oh, you didn't go Skeens. A lot of good options. Yamamoto, Skeens, Christopher Sanchez.
You don't like Christopher Sanchez.
You could go Freddie Peralta.
Correct.
You could go Logan Webb.
Correct. I can't double up Giants.
You could go Imanaga. You could go. I'm trying to think of who else I would want to throw in there.
I think that's really it.
I mean, maybe if the Diamondbacks win more than 84 games, you can throw in one of their starters, Gallen or Kelly.
Probably not.
Probably not, though.
I think that's it. Your rookie of the year.
Chris Sale.
Oh, Sale.
Chris
You
Sale.
can totally put in Sale.
My rookie of the year, Nolan McClain.
Okay.
Full year of McClain.
Yeah.
You
wanted to pick him for Cy Young.
I did. I wanted to pick him for Cy Young, and then I realized, well, if he's going to win the Cy Young, then he would win the rookie of the year, which would then mean I would have Mets winning all 3 awards, and I felt like that was a little too much.
Yeah, because we know that's not possible.
That's just not going to happen. So yeah. I decided to put Skeens as my Cy Young, and I have McClain as my rookie of the year.
My rookie of the year, Bubba Chandler.
Connor Griffin's not a bad shout either.
I know.
I just don't know when he's going to get called up.
Especially, again, if I think the Pirates are actually going to finish second in that division, somebody's going to have to be better than expected. So Bubba Chandler, Rookie of the Year, their pitching prospect, who is going to be fantastic. Your NL champion.
The Los Angeles Dodgers.
Okay. You're lame.
I picked Mariners, Dodgers. I picked two really good teams. I don't know.
I took the Cubs.
So you have Cubs, Tigers.
Cubs, Tigers.
I have Dodgers, Mariners.
Yeah. Have some fun.
I have the Mariners beating the Dodgers to win the World Series.
Yeah, that's no fun. Congratulations to Tarek Skubal, Justin Verlander in his return home. Congratulations to Framber Valdez, Kevin McGonigal as the World Series MVP.
Wow, you've got the Tigers winning it all.
Javi Baez gets his second. Spencer Torkelson hits a walk-off in Game 7 to beat the Cubs. Tigers. Congratulations.
Okay, so there you have it. Our predictions written down. We'll reference them back. It's always fun to do these, and then by like Memorial Day, you're like, I couldn't be more wrong about. 2 years ago, maybe it was last year. I was big on Cincinnati, huge on Cincinnati.
Yeah, I remember when I came in, you said that.
Complete mess. So I don't know who that's going to be for me this year. Maybe it's Kansas City, or maybe it's the Diamondbacks.
That feels like our only team that we have a chance at.
The Red Sox, I could be way wrong.
I'm like my Giants, I can be way wrong.
You could be wrong about the Pirates too.
Yeah.
Well, you could be wrong about the Tigers.
Yes.
Could be. I don't think you are, but you could be. Like way wrong where they're not even close. But I think they've got two really good guys at the front of the
pitching's just too good.
It's too strong. Yeah, for sure. There you go. We're on the record. We are on the record for our predictions for the baseball season. We've got one more before we get out of here today on the program. It is all the stories we didn't get to today. We call them the leftovers, and we'll get to them next. It's the lunch break, KDUS, AM 1060.
KDUS AM 1060 is your home for the Jim Rome Show.
Indiana is not cheating. Lining up and punching the other guy in the face for 60 minutes, not against the rules. I challenge any of you social media whistleblowers to tell Kurt Signetti to his face that he is a cheater.
The Jim Rome Show, 1 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, here on KDUS AM 1060. Online at KDUS1060.com and on the KDUS 1060 app.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
John Mellencamp. Dancing Words Tour, the greatest hits. August 9th. Talking Stick Resort Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. John Mellencamp. Part of the America First Credit Union Concert Series.
Hi, this is Jan from Toyota. You're currently listening to my new meditation guide called Meditating with Jan from Toyota. Take a moment to find a comfortable position. Now soften your focus and visualize yourself off-roading in a rugged new Tacoma. Now, take a deep breath in. Not too deep, because that's patchouli you're smelling, and imagine taking a Corolla Cross to a music festival. Next, picture a bright light ahead. You're hitting the town in a sleek new Camry. Now engage your senses. What do you hear? A donkey. That's what you heard, because you're in a farm sanctuary now in a spacious new Grand Highlander. When you're ready, take a final deep breath in and go from dreaming it to driving it today. That's Jan's meditation.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends March 31st. Toyota, let's go places.
Every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. is MMA Friday on the Sports Zoo with official UFC ranker Scott Lewis, brought to you by RTO Sullivan's, your home for every UFC event. The Sports Zoo is the only show in the Valley that gives you 1 full hour of MMA every week, featuring Scott Lewis's official UFC ranking changes, fight predictions for every weekly event, shocking MMA stories, and more. So tune in every Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. and then head to RTO Sullivan's every Saturday to watch the fight. Go to RTOSullivans.com for a location near you.
Wrap it up. Today's edition of the Lunch Break. Right here on KDUS AM 1060. Chris Schubert, producer Evan, hanging out with you. Show has flown today. We spent a lot of time on baseball, so I'm sure we are loaded up with leftover stories. I'm sure producer Evan can't wait to talk about NBA expansion.
Not what I'm going to start with.
Okay.
Carnell Tate decided not to run at Ohio State's pro day. Quote, he believes it's overvalued. Who cares? I do, because I think this helps Jordan Tyson.
Interesting. Okay. So I like that angle. I don't think it's going to change a lot of opinions in war rooms. I think anybody who loves Cardell Tate is going to continue to love him despite that he didn't run.
Yeah, you're probably right. You wanted to talk about NBA expansion.
Well, it just was a big story
Vote to
today.
explore Vegas and Seattle expansion bids, does the NBA. I got to tell you something. This league is already a mess. If you would like to make it more of a mess, we should add teams. We already have a tanking problem in the NBA, so why don't we just add more tanking?
Well, if you want to start after the show, we can go around the building. We can see if we can get some people together, raise the $7 to $10 billion that it's going to take to get an expansion team, and maybe we can be a part of the process.
That would be great.
So just say that you own a piece of an NBA team?
That would be great.
So, yeah, Vegas and Seattle looks like they're going to be the next two up. And so now they'll start to solicit those offers. They need 23 of 30 owners to approve the bids. And it reportedly will cost anywhere between $7 to $10 billion to get these new franchises.
I'm assuming it'll be easy to get that.
I want to make something very clear. I don't think this is going to be a problem, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. If they bring back Seattle and they don't allow them to be named the Supersonics, shouldn't even bother.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Shouldn't even
with that
bother.
thing.
If they can't be the Supersonics,
they shouldn't be any.
Pick another city.
I agree.
Don't complicate it. Don't reinvent the wheel. Bring back the Supersonics and just sell all the merch in the world.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree. All you do here is you call them the Supersonics. Everybody still has their stuff. I don't think they'll get a good fan base if you don't bring the Supersonics back. If you bring them in as another team, they're not going to have the following.
They are targeting the 28-29 season for the two expansion teams to start playing.
Again, I want to say this again. This is a disaster for the entire league.
The one thing I will say is they're giving themselves 26 and 27, so next season, and then 27 and 28. They're giving themselves 2 full seasons to get the tanking problem under control and to get this all set up the way that it is supposed to. So we'll see. But they are rapidly moving in this direction.
Richie Garcia. You know Richie?
I can't say that I do.
He's an ex-umpire.
Okay.
Quote, I think it's embarrassing. Embarrassing to the umpires that calling the game. Nobody likes to be humiliated in front of 30 to 40,000 people, said Garcia. What Major League Baseball is saying is, I don't trust the umpire's strike zone, so I'm going to use something that's going to be operated by some computer geek that knows nothing about baseball, and he's the one going to measure this and measure that because he's got a PhD in physics or whatever. The blank is going on in baseball. Richie Garcia about robo-umpires. Who cares? Richie, calm down.
Yeah, I don't.
He was an umpire from 1975 to 1999. Richie.
I don't know.
Richie, 27 years later.
There's a couple of things, but there are a couple of things wrong in what he said. It's embarrassing to umpires that are calling the game. How about it's embarrassing to the game when you make an egregious call like your Angel Hernandez? How about it's embarrassing to the game when you make an egregious call like in the WBC to Geraldo Perdomo?
Yeah.
How about that being embarrassing? How about putting the game in front of your own fragile ego there, Mr. Richie Garcia? Also, Major League Baseball is not having somebody operate this in a back room where they're pushing buttons. Do you understand what the A stands for in ABS, Mr. Garcia? Do you know what it means? What the A stands for?
Automatic.
Automated. Meaning
automated.
There isn't somebody sitting there operating the ABS. It's all done by computers there, bud.
Well, yeah, by some kid with a degree in physics.
And by the way, the strike zone is being measured by the exact way the rules are written. That's why you're seeing a bunch of players' heights all of a sudden change on their player cards, because Major League Baseball had to measure everybody because the ABS zone for every player is going to be different.
Yeah. It is very, very accurate these days because it needs to be.
I mean, there just couldn't be more wrong about this quote.
Yeah, it's terrible.
This is a bad quote.
It's a terrible, terrible quote, and it's I got to tell you.
Also, how about this?
You're going to hate that I'm going to bring up his name.
But how about this? How about this, Mr. Garcia? The ABS system actually helps the umpires. Let me explain to you how it does. You give managers, teams, players 2 challenges, right? As part of the system. Once they burn through their 2 challenges, every blown call after that, you know what happens? You know what everybody's going to say in the media? Oh, they should have saved their challenges. Yeah, it was a bad call, but you wasted that challenge in the 3rd inning on a 1-1 pitch. The blame's going to actually shift from you making a bad call to the deployment of the ABS system, to how these challenges were implemented and utilized. You're actually going to save yourself some embarrassment, because instead we're going to come in here the next day and be like, man, why did Torrey challenge that? Why did they challenge that call in the 3rd inning? Got to save it for the 7th, 8th, and 9th. They didn't have a challenge in their back pocket. How did we open the show today? One of the takeaways from the game last night for the Phoenix Suns wasn't the bad call by the officials. It was, man, you wish you had Jordan not had that challenge in his back pocket.
Yeah, it no longer becomes embarrassing on the now. There are ways it would become embarrassing on the umpire.
It's still embarrassing. It's still a bad call. But if it's a bad call after a team has already burned through all their challenges.
You're going to miss a strike. That happens.
But also, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for teams if they use all their challenges and they get them wrong and then they don't have a challenge in a big spot. That's on you.
Yeah. You didn't use
you didn't use them wisely.
Yeah. You did not use them wisely.
Because by the way, you keep getting them right, you retain them. It's 2 wrong challenges.
Joe Flacco has, quote, said, teams are dumb for not signing him to start.
He signed to be a backup, though. What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Teams are dumb not to sign me to start. You went to a place where you're not going to start, dude. What?
I got no words for Joe.
41 years old. I mean, Pro Bowler. Was a Pro Bowler last year.
He was a Pro Bowler last year.
I don't see that anywhere.
It's just like the NFL, like with the
here.
Pro Bowl here it's an ESPN story here.
Okay.
And it give you some of the quote. Believe me, I wish I was a guy out there somewhere, and I think teams are dumb for not having me be that guy. Not being one of those guys to sign somewhere. Yeah, it makes me upset, but at the same time, I'm very happy to be here.
And yes, Brian, you do get to keep your challenges as long as you're successful. But what I'm saying is if a team burns through both of their challenges and they're wrong, and then there's another bad call, it's on them for using their challenges in a bad spot. It's going to do it for us here. Wednesday edition of the books. Jim Rome coming up next. Producer Evan, thank you for all that you do. Everybody, have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya!